game.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. And for the Clippers, filling the perimeter slots are Dunn and Leonard. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. And it's Harden in at point. So, Tim, many have speculated that being an NBA coach is one of the most thankless jobs in all of professional sports. Do you agree with that?
Well, Kevin, it certainly can be. There's an awful lot of pressure that comes with those coveted positions. There's not a lot of job security. And, of course, there's always the difficulty in dealing with star players. But when you win, I don't know there's a better job in professional sports.
And when there's winning, there's always coaching probably at the core. Am I correct on that?
There is no doubt there has to be cohesion between a coaching staff and that roster if you want to win at the highest level.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Embiid. Nails the baby hook.
Well, Embiid is a powerful player, one who is used to pushing his way through contact.
Now Harden. He had 25 points last game. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard on the wing. Over George. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
Here's Barlow. 8 points his last outing. Back to Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Harden. And that one's good. Maxey.
Well, that's a nice finish that time by Maxey inside, making full use of his exceptional agility and athleticism.
Now here's Harden, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Embiid against Zubac. Maxey deciding where to go with it. For the 3, it's good from long range. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
And that's just another component of Maxey's game, spacing the floor.
Collins, a screen on Maxey. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
2 shots.
Free throw good, James Harden.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And both free throws good for James Harden. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick, B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Now, here is Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
Outside, Maxey. And here's George for 3. The rebound by Harden. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Here's Barlow. Still yet to score. Pass to Embiid. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers trail. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And Harden launches it from deep. Barlow grabs the rebound. The 76ers leading by 4. Edgecombe with it. He had 15 points last outing. Inside, Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, the defense has to push Embiid farther away from the rim. You can't make the game this easy for him.
Harden against Maxey. Pass to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And come on and fire up and make it loud for your
And the 76ers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 4-point game. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up shop. It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one. But they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is one of the reasons why they're such a good team.
Now, here's Collins. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Leonard, jacks up a 3, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Now Harden, Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. It's good, the assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Maxey. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain sub in for Maxey. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Harden finds Collins. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Grimes with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. Outside Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Harden looking it over. Like at 6. Good work there as it goes. Harden's got 6.
And over the last few years, we've seen Harden embrace the mid-range jumper, and it is paying dividends.
And here's George for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Now done. Leonard on the wing. The tray. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Coming onto the court is your everyone
And now a look at James Harden. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 24 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Now, here's George. He's got 6. Oubre, no one around him. The 76ers, another 3.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Zubac, a screen on McCain. From deep, Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. They get it back. Done outside. Off target with his 3. The 76ers leading by 5. Now McCain. He has yet to score. Embiid with the screen on done. George, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Collins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the heart from Collins on that play, working through the foul for the and-one opportunity.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Brook Lopez is checked in for Zubac. Sanders comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Christie, he's checked in for Dunn. And Washington subbed in for James Harden. Philadelphia also making some changes. Bona's checked in, and Trendon Watford subbed in for Paul George. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Hey guys, this past summer, Chris Paul returned to the Los Angeles Clippers in what I'm told could be a farewell tour with the team. And he's joined up once again with James Harden, and Paul spent a large portion of his decorated career with the Clippers. If this is truly the final ride for Chris Paul, guys, it's very fitting to have him back home in Lob City.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, Johns, we thank you for the report.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
McCain finds Oubre. Here's Grimes. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Oubre outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Oubre's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Sanders sets the screen for Washington. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's McCain. Last game he had 12. And Grimes has it in the corner. Pass to Watford. The 76ers need to get off a shot. McCain's shot is off. And Collins has got the ball here for the Clippers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
And here is Los Angeles now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Christie. Here's Sanders. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Washington against McCain. Pass to Bona. For 3, Oubre. Lopez grabs the board. The Clippers leading. Down low, here's Collins. in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's McCain. Still without a basket. Inside, Sanders with the steal. Over in the corner, Washington. From deep, Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Bona. Back to Oubre. Here's the screen. Here's Bona. Now Grimes. He's guarded by Collins. Grimes with the bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
27 seconds left in the first quarter.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's Watford. He's covered by Washington. Now, here's Oubre. He's got 6. Pass to Bona. From the arc. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum's out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Harden, and there's Christie, and it's Sanders in at the 3. And the shot goes in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
Heady pass by the Beard, finding his teammate for the triple.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Trains the three-pointer. Grimes has got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
It's stolen by McCain. Fast break, here we go. Grimes finds McCain. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oubre passes to Embiid. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you.
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allen. Now here's Batum after the miss from Joel Embiid. Lopez, a screen on McCain. Harden the pass to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Now here's Embiid. He's coming off a 40-point game against New Orleans.
And he really cashed in at the line. A big chunk of his points came from free throws.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
Now, here's Lopez. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Harden outside. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden against Maxey. Now Christie. And it's off from three-point range. Oubre passes to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Over Lopez. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Back to Harden. Lopez, a screen on Maxey. From deep Harden. The 3-ball goes for James Harden.
Well, Harden could run this action in his sleep. He knows every pick-and-roll trick there is.
Pass to Oubre. Embiid inside. Lopez covering. That one drops for him. Embiid's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
And he knocks down the first one. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Leonard hits them both. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 12. Outside Leonard. Six to shoot. The 3 from Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And George kicks to Maxey. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Dunn passes to Harden. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Now, here's George. He's got 6. Embiid the screen. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Paul George.
That's a beautiful stroke that time by Paul George. If he gets a look from beyond the arc, he is really dangerous.
Collins with it, defended by George. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Oubre, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Collins. Leonard's got 14 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Well, if Embiid gets rolling like this, what are you going to do? There's no way to stop him with all of that power.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. 11 points for Paul George.
Really in sync offensively right now. He is turning it up a notch.
Leonard the pass to Harden. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Now Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Harden outside. Now here's Zubac. Guarded by Embiid. And here's Leonard. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Maxey, no good. The Clippers have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Harden with it. Maxey covering. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
And one of the top scorers in the game, Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Pass to Grimes. Embiid kicks to George. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
To the paint. Here's Leonard. Good. Kawhi working near the hoop.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The 3 from Harden. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 3.
2 minutes remain in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Maxey. Here's Grimes. And he hits it to tie the game up. Grimes has got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Outside Leonard. Back to Harden. From downtown. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in this game. And George kicks to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Zubac the pass to Collins. Dunn sets a screen for Harden. Harden missing again. Embiid with it. Zubac defending. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Zubac. Embiid, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Zubac finds Harden. Outside Leonard. This one for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's George for 3. Cans it from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Leonard. And they get it. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
From deep 3-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A big-time effort for a lot of energy for the 76ers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Joel, the reserves have been awesome so far. What are you seeing from them?
The bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
Helps to have backup. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight is a tight matchup for the Clippers after 2 quarters.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat a team that's shooting double nickels from the field. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
We're going to learn a lot about them by the end of this stretch, facing some good teams that can either expose you or empower you.
And in some cases, both.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Clippers trail by 3. Taking a look at the 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4 slot. Here's Edgecombe. Nothing on the board. And here's George for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. A 3 from Leonard. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Outside, George. There's a screen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. The 76ers in second.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Clippers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And, Tim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work." Back to you guys.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now George. James Harden missing on the 3. Edgecombe with it. Hasn't made one yet.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connecticut camp. Brought to you by AT&T. Now, here's George. 17 points in the game. The 3. Maxey, no good.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the 3rd.
Over to the wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good on the 3. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Kawhi tangles him up inside.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Harden against Maxey. The shot from the low post is good. Maxey's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Leonard. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
We're seeing the offensive side of Kawhi tonight. One of the all-time great two-way players.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they needed that timeout. They're searching for answers right now, how to slow this guy down.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Kawhi Leonard.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
Pass to Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here's Embiid. Zubac defending. Embiid inside. Working on Zubac. And Embiid gets it to go.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here is Harden. 17 points in the game. Five to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Collins, good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Outside, George. And Grimes has it in the corner. Over Leonard. Shot by Grimes. No good. Clippers leading by 3. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, that's when they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Maxey against Harden. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get a high percentage at the rim.
Dunn kicks to Harden. Outside Leonard. Lays it up off the glass. Leonard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
It's Grimes on the wing. Outside, George. No good from outside.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Here's Harden. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Outside, Maxey. From down in the low post, it goes. Maxey's got 11 points.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Leonard on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. Green for 2 points. Leonard's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
George, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Dunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. DJ Edgecombe picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Clippers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And they are racking up the assist totals because they're moving the ball selflessly. You're seeing great chemistry out there.
Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You've called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Now, here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. Oubre outside. Now Grimes. Back to Edwards from deep. Christie with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Lopez. Here is Sanders. Now Christie. Nailed from three-point land. Christie's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
The 76ers again can't hit it. LA's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Leonard looking around. Back to Lopez. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Lopez finds Christie.
2 minutes
Done
remaining
outside.
in the third quarter.
Pass to Sanders. Here's Christie. Offensive rebound. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Here's Leonard. 76ers getting the bucket. Lopez inside, covered by Oubre. And the dunk by Lopez.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Leaving some skin on the floor. Those are pure hustle points.
Here's Bona. Pass to Grimes. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Miller comes in for Dunn. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Jared McCain's checked in for Maxey. And Sanders with the basket on the assist by Christie. Sanders has got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Bona. Back to Grimes. Here he goes. Sanders with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Christie has the open look. And the 3 off target. Oubre, left side. Back to Edwards. Now McCain. Launches a 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, great awareness on his part.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Brook Lopez is out there with Batum. Then there's Christie. Then it's Harden. And it's Sanders in at the 3 spot. Shot by Grimes. No good.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
For 3. Harden. No good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Embiid. Here's McCain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Christie the pass to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles. Here's McCain. Pass to Oubre. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 19 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Embiid. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, it's really tough on that defender. Embiid's just so good, and now you give him a chance for one more.
And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
And the 76ers making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Yeah, and you talk about presence in this league. That's something Joel Embiid certainly has. As soon as he steps on the court, you have to adjust everything you're doing to account for him.
To the middle, Batum. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCain finds Embiid. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Christie. Lopez left side. Back to Sanders. Fires the 3. Walker with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 17. McCain with the ball. Back to Walker. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Leonard, check in for the Clippers. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxi's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Thank you, Allie. Now here's Harden. Lopez inside. Embiid's there. And that one's good by Lopez.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Lopez. Good D by Lopez. Clippers leading by 16. Batum, a screen on Maxey. Harden bounce pass. Here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for two. Leonard's got 38 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Another three for Philadelphia.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Batum dishes to Leonard. And that one, good. Leonard's got 40 points.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Here's McCain. And he jams it with authority.
Well, that's a really creative move right there by McCain. He was able to beat defense that was ready.
Lopez, a screen on Maxey. Harden the pass to Lopez. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Pass to Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Old school NBA basketball right there. Throw the ball to your big down low. Joel Embiid dominating inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Lopez. John Collins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Sanders. The 76ers also with a sub. George is checked in. Good on both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
Pass to Zubac. Done outside. Here's Leonard, covered by Oubre. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes.
1 shot.
That free throw good from Leonard.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Not against McCain. Embiid wide open. Connects from three-point range.
Three-pointer.
Embiid's got 31.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Leonard against Oubre. And here's Leonard. Shoots over Oubre. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. George in the post. He's guarded by Collins. Nice move. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you see what an elite scorer Paul George is. He can still get a good shot off even with that kind of contact.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. That free throw good from George. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Now, here's Zubac. Pass to Collins. From deep, Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now, here's Maxey. Zubac against Embiid. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good on the triple.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Harden up top. He's covered by Maxey. Harden kicks to Dunn. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. And again, no good by the Clippers.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Embiid's shot is good.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Dunn left side. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. Zubac, a screen on George. And here's Leonard from three. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 11. Outside, Maxey. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers leading by 11. Now Harden. Done outside. Outside Collins. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harden against Maxey. Another chance. Against contact, Harden makes it work inside.
How about the effort from Harden, pushing past the contact inside?
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Time for Pacers. Come on.
Outside Embiid. Now Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. That one misses.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Leonard on the wing, defended by George. Oh, the strength of Leonard.
Tough buckets inside are nothing new to Kawhi. Having a hand in his face only sharpens the focus.
Here's Barlow. Maxey fires. Down it goes for three.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Now Collins, beyond the arc, buries the deep ball.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Embiid, off the glass.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Clippers leading by 13. Harden outside. The three is off.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Zubac. Harden outside, shoots the three. It's good.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Embiid. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch! This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
It's good!
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You can really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Here's Embiid. Count it!
Joel Embiid.
Christie with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
It was moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.